Good morning, friends. Today we're going to talk about something called communication. Now, what is communication? It is a two-way expression, exchange of words, exchange of ideas, exchange of feeling, and it is very important. Why is it that the communication between a teenager and a parent is breaking so devastatingly today? Because of the change, because of the pace the world is moving at. We as parents need to understand that our children are smarter than we thought. Mrs. Ramada says, why do children have to grow up at all? Now, why is she so frustrated with her teenage daughter? Because the teenage daughter just doesn't seem to listen to her. She has a mind of her own. She wants to do exactly what she feels like, and the mother is upset because mother does not like her ways, like her tantrums, like her independence. Times are changing, parents, times are changing. So we need to cope up with our children in different ways. We need to approach them in different ways. Communication is a strong, powerful tool through which there can be an expression, a bonding, and a relationship that can go far. It is easier to control younger children than teenagers. Younger children have no option but to listen to you. They'll obey you, they'll be obedient, they'll be such nice kids. Of course, today's 5-year, 6-year-old may not be that inclusive into what I thought the traditional way was. And traditionally, children were supposed to listen to parents' instructions, commands, demands, and preaching and moralizing. All those things went a long way. But now, no. What we need with them is friendship. We need to understand the feelings beyond their words. They do react to a lot of things, but then we need to understand their feelings and not the words, because they are also trying to make a position in this adult world, and they all have a mind of their own. As they grow, they see different things. They move around with friends and colleagues, and they see how differently each one is treated. They are absolutely bowled by many things on the internet, in the media. Digital things are coming up so fast, so they have a lot of things to learn, and their learning capacities are much higher than ours. In our times, I guess we never had computers, so we didn't have internets, and we had a very close circuit of learning and understanding whatever our parents taught us in the traditional ways. So we need to have a two-way communication. Ravi and Adarsh, his son, were sitting in a room, and Adarsh was playing loud music whereas Ravi was trying to complete his balance sheet. And now Ravi did get irritated with the loud music, but then because he has a different approach towards his children, he said, Adarsh dear, you know what, when I listen to such high music, all my calculations go wrong. And Adarsh realized, oh yes, I must lower down the music. So that's exactly what he did. He lowered down the music, and so there is a different way of handling children. If you keep commanding, if you keep demanding, it's not going to work. If your child doesn't want to go to a maths tuition class and you start screaming, no, get lost, pick up your bags, you have to go, you have to do this, you should do this, you will fail otherwise, all those things are negatively impacting the child, and he's becoming more rebellious. So what we need to understand is, we need to put it in a different way. We need to get across to him, and we need to show him reason. Well, this is why it is important for you to visit your tuition classes. So if you tell him nicely, son, don't you think it'll be a good idea if you go, because it's going to help you in any ways, right? So there is a different approach to things. So we need to understand generation gap is a myth. It's only the communication gap, even between two parents, even between friends, even between two colleagues, even between the boss and subordinate relationship. Communication is a powerful tool. All the political leaders who can talk well, who can communicate well, we are more impacted with them. All the presenters who can present in the most impactful way and the communication is clear, it is always very impactful. So communications need to be very, very clear, concise and smart. We need to be smartly aware of the changing worlds. Now, if you go to your villages now, you will see a lot of changes. Clothes have changed, roads have changed, styles have changed. So all these changes will keep coming on. They are constant. So we need to understand that we don't have to be rigid over our traditional understandings. We need to get into that learning system and understand that times are changing, things are changing, and we need to change too, to bring about a positive change in life of our children, of the community. Friends, if you like the video, kindly subscribe to the channel and do broadcast. Thank you. Wait for many more.